Hello, everybody. This is Lia and Meghma, and we're here to give you our weekly check-in with spirit and guidance to see what we're going to be dealing with and how best we can manage ourselves to move through it with minimum impact. Go ahead, Meghma Hira.
Yeah, that's a big demand about minimum impact during the current season. Let's see if Spirit will help us through that. Because from what we have been personally going through and also learning from our community, that it has been a really rough couple of months, the whole year. And yes, we are asking for a little less impact this time. Please stop pounding us. So yes, Spirit, what we can do this week to make things easier and a little bit graceful for us. Okay, so first second we have the first card when we ask that question is the Hermit. It's like, you know, and then we have Nine of Wands. This guy has been coming up again. Like I love, there's always at least one card repeating from the last reading, and it's a beautiful thing. To notice actually, it's like it's a continuous journey, and there are parts of it that we're dealing with. And then the last card we have is the King of Wands. Okay, let's go through them one by one. So I think the main answer is pretty clear with the Hermit card. Like, if you want less impact, you need to minimize contact with the amount of shit you are dealing with right now. So it's better if you try not to do and achieve everything at once. And I guess with the whole, there is only what 4 or 5 weeks left till the year ends can put a lot of pressure on our mind. And this is all man-made and rules that we made up. Nature, universe, they were, made these calendars and stuff. So it's time is a fluid thing and it does not work with those, so keep that perspective in mind and don't try to achieve everything before the year ends and look at yourself with that lens of self-worth. Instead, prioritize your rest. Remember, we have entered the winter season, and with the holiday season coming up and people interacting with all these social dynamics, it can be challenging. So extra time to be with yourself. So if you're a person who have commitments to go out and have dinners with people because of this festive season, also make sure you have more time than usual to take care of your energy, sleep in or regulate your nervous system uh, to balance out the extra social activities that might go on this week. Okay, so next, any comments right now, Leah?
Yes, thank you for asking. So when I first saw the Hermit card, the answer was very clear to me. It was run for the hills, find a cave and hide.
Till the storm is over.
And then I love there's that poor guy carrying the burden of all the staffs that he is neatly lined up behind himself, but he is, I'm beginning to feel like, what is it, Persephorus, who was the guy that kept having to climb up the mountain and then the stone would roll down and well, anyway, it was,
I don't remember, I don't know that
he's a
story, but
Greek god.
definitely there was also a spider with King Solomon that was climbing up. So actually with the story, so interesting, this reading is going in places, but uh so this could be King Solomon or some other king. Okay, I don't take responsibility of that, but the king goes to, again, he gets very overwhelmed with his responsibilities and demands of being a king, and he goes to a cave and hides there. He feels like a failure. I'm like, I'm gonna stay and die here. I don't want to face the world. It's too hard. And as he stays there for a bit, and after a while, he started noticing a spider because in a cave and he didn't have any TV or phone. So he started observing a spider, and the spider was like again climbing his thread, and it kept falling down, and the spider kept trying, and it says they succeeded the eighth time. It could be a significant number, but which is also a number of actually success and expansion and abundance. So you have to keep trying and trying until you get there. But that doesn't mean trying when you do not have the capacity for it. It is okay to, when you fall down, it is okay to take your time to accept that you were trying to do something and you fell and it hurts, and you don't want to go up again because you're afraid you will fall again and get hurt again. So take time to go all through that instead of, no, I am strong and I can push myself and go again, because most likely if you don't take the time to introspect, why did you fall the first time? Was it lack of focus, strength? Maybe the path you took was too slippery. Maybe you should take a different path. If you don't take the time to contemplate on what the lesson had, you're doomed to repeat the same things. That nothing will change. So anyway, so that was an interesting tangent that we went, but I'm
But
sure it's relevant and that's why it's
well,
coming.
and then the last card was the king. So you did just kind of complete the story. Do you see that?
Oh, that's so cool. And I'm gonna prove again like how this story is actually about the one we already shared. We haven't even gone through the other cards. Um anyway, interesting. Yeah, let's talk about this little guy who is so sad when he realized, oh my God, this is so much work. I did not realize it, that I am glad that I made it, but this sucks, man. Like you can almost hear him saying that. Okay.
Yep.
So the spirit is saying, okay, can we take a moment and actually seriously think about how much you have been going through for the whole year and the past 2, 3 months? And you are doing the work. You are aligning yourself to your truth, to your power, to your highest good. You're doing all that, but are you acknowledging that this takes work? Like you go to any levels of mastery, would be sports, be it academics and stuff, there is time of rest and recuperation and recovery. There is always a component of recovering from your training. A training is supposed to be a good thing, but why do you need to recover from it? Because it extends, stretches your capabilities and boundaries. In physical training, the muscles actually rupture before they become bigger and stronger, and it goes for every metaphor you can apply it. You will feel that rupture, and you need rest, nutrition, and really self-care is the word to feel back up. Like, yeah, if that king that I was talking about did not run to the hills, he wouldn't have learned that valuable lesson. Because also imagine that cave is that hermit's place of being just by himself or herself and connecting with the spirits and receiving the messages that they're meant. So you may need to shut out the door and shut out the world for a bit so that you can receive the downloads from spirit. And now it's the King of Wands. This was Nine of Wands again, but nine is a number of almost completion. Like you have mastered it, you're mastering it, but there is this one last step that will take you to the next level, which is the King energy. So you have picked your energy, you have picked your path. Yeah, but you're still a wounded boy. And you need a lot of care and rest to claim back your power and rise as the king, still holding on to the path. You become the master of your path that you have chosen and worked on. And
And why
very
is
nice.
there a salamander?
Exactly. Like again, like what wands is fire energy, and you know, when we're working with fire, you have to be super careful not to burn yourself. Fire can be the pit or the cauldron of creation. Many creative process is impossible without fire. The transformation is it fire is the transformation element. But also to me, right now, this salamander or lizard kind of creature represents our reptilian brain, which is survive, grow, eat, the base level needs and emotions. These are not bad or negative or evil. This is our at the lowest level, or the basic, not even lowest, the basic level of existence. When we are at the basic level of existence, we are fearful, and we act out of terror and all that. But this journey, as you take your time to receive, now you are connecting to the hermit mode, you're connecting to the wisdom from above, from your higher self, so you can be the king with confidence and the direction and authority over yourself. And that's, I think, it's represent also here with the lions overhead, the strength, the courage, the
Oh, I see them now.
authority of the jump.
Yes.
Yes, so rising from the base level existence, the survival mode, to being a true authority on your life takes a lot of patience, takes a lot of spending time with yourself and connecting with your higher self.
A lot
You
of a
know,
lot of time being that 9 of rods. It takes a lot of time of
yeah,
that.
this came up
Oh, and Megma is frozen
a
for a moment.
lot.
You are frozen, Megma.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, am I back?
Well, you are sound wise. Yes, now you're back. Go ahead. You were just going to say,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that it was coming up in our class today as well, that you have to accept and appreciate where you are in the life right now. So it's easy if you find yourself here that you don't feel good about yourself because you're still a wounded boy or a girl, and you feel bruised and hurting, and you want to be this powerful person who has everything under control and is respected and everything. And it's very easy to want to not experience it or cut this short and go to the next scene. It doesn't work that way. You have to experience the whole thing. And one card was like really reaching out and peeking, and I was like, fine, I'll see what it is, and I'll pull it at the end. And that was again a repeated card, 10 of Wands. It's like, again, the choices that you carry. What are you carrying? Is look at your basket this time that you're spending alone with yourself, when you're in a hermit world. Look at your baskets. Are you carrying what you need, or are you carrying something extra as well that you don't need? Like, how can you lighten the load as we complete this cycle?
yeah, that makes perfect sense. And in that way, you may be drawn to nesting, you may be drawn to going through things in the house and getting rid of stuff that you don't want. And remember that all of these types of nesting behaviors are often metaphors. So they affect our lives on multiple levels. The other thing that really came to me very strongly with the Hermit card and a cave. I don't know how many of you have actually gotten a chance to ever be in a small cave. I did when I was in the Himalayas trekking, and I spent a couple of nights in a cave, and it felt so amazing. It felt so safe. And I also recently just interred my cat into the earth. And what I had done was I dug a hole, and the soft dirt was piled next to the hole. And I put some herbs in the bottom of the hole, some sage and some tobacco and some rose petals to help like consecrate the hole and bring the energy to what I wanted. But what I want to say is having that hole, and I prepared the hole for a day or two before I entered the cat. Going and visiting that hole and putting my hands in the earth on the side of it, there was something so deeply peaceful that resonated and spoke to my soul. And so I want to suggest that for any of you that are feeling called, dig a hole in the earth, even if it's quite small, maybe just big enough, maybe this deep, and spend time with it. Put your hand in it, feel the energy of it, see what speaks to you, because there was something so comforting to me in that I wanted to share it. And it looks like Meghma is frozen again. There she is with Luna.
Yeah, Luna is interfering with my internet. And I really like the idea, especially about the cleaning, Leah, because sometimes if we can't pinpoint what we want to let go.
Yeah, cleaning can be a way to do it on an energetic level without being aware of consciously aware of what you're trying to let go of. It can be a way for you to discover that. Yeah, I try my best to finish Meghma sentences when her internet goes down. We got the thumbs up, so I stayed pretty close on track. That's a good thing. Well, I guess we're going to end for now because we're having trouble with Meghma's internet. Let us know if you had trouble understanding this, and we would be happy to re-record it for you, but let us know. And we love you and happy ascension, and I hope you have a great week. And we'll talk with you next week, and we'll see you on Sunday for the free support group. And we'll see you on Wednesday next week for the next level of our education portal. And we want to announce that for the holiday season, everybody is offering Black Friday deals. Well, we have decided to extend our free support group and our free teaching portal through the month of December. Feel free to invite other people, come, with friends and family, and we look forward to seeing you there. Bye.